You know, they're selling you all wolf tickets, people. You're eating them right up.
Hey, pussy, are you still there?
I back. Trust me, I back.
But I'm not impressed by your performance.
You'll do nothing. You'll do nothing. Shut your fucking mouth, you'll do nothing. You'll do fucking nothing. Not one of you'll do nothing.
I'll tell you what, bro. You know, I was out there, I was fighting all the hitters, bro. You ain't fought no hitters.
Come on, guys. It's normal.
I'm not saying I would fight you. I would kill you.
John, do you think I'm just gonna sit there and let you kill me, John? I mean, really?
No, don't be scared, homie.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the fuck he wants.
I'm gonna beat you into the living death. I mean, maybe that's your job, but where I come from, you know, people like that get slapped.
That's fucking illegal.
Nate Diaz, you just shook up the world. How's that feel?
Hey, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
Yeah, this is a simulated death match. And you haven't simulated anybody's death yet.
I said it last year. We're not here just to take part. We're here to take over.
What is the game plan going in against him?
The game plan is you go in there, hit him with some good shit, don't get hit, and come home with a pocket full of cash.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Everybody's on steroids. The whole UFC, everybody.
I'm gonna go home tonight. I'm gonna drink a Coors Light. That's a Coors Light because Bud Light won't pay me nothing.
Do you want to be a fighter? That is my question.
Any of you radio personalities think you want smoke? Call me Mr. Chimney. I want smoke.
Yes. What is up? MCR family? Another daily edition, or I should say live fight chat edition of the show. Going to be breaking down UFC 244 live. Obviously, co-main event is right now. Darren Till, Kevin Gastelum are in the cage. Again, the final instructions. But before we get to that fight and break that down live, I'm joined, as usual on these MMA shows, by the notorious, the one and only, from Sheridan.com and MMA On Point, Anthony Walker. Anthony, how you doing, man?
I'm pretty good, man. Comparatively speaking here, I've had a rough past few days. Been moving.
Yes, moving is tough.
Yeah, so I got to the glorious Mixed Combat Radio studio about 2 hours or so after dropping off the U-Haul.
Yes.
And loaded up off of coffee.
Because you have no internet.
Yeah, no internet
and no
right
TV.
now. Yeah, TV ain't set up nothing. So I had to come over here and get this work. So here we are. We're going to talk about people hitting each other for money.
That is exactly what we're going to do. So hit the like button, share the show, subscribe. Phone lines will be opening in about 10 minutes. Sorry, it's how the system runs, so we have to wait 10 minutes to call in. We're going to take your calls live during the fights, after the fights, all that fun stuff. Like I said, live for UFC 244. When these fights are over, we're going to break them down briefly when the fights are done, and then wrap up the show, and then go live again for Canelo Kovalev. So don't worry, guys. If you're here hoping for more boxing content, it's coming later tonight when the intermission of an hour and 15 minutes on DAZN is up. But digressing, Darren Till, Kevin Gastelum are in the cage right now. Let's get some sort of quick thoughts before the first round starts. And I know we broke down the fight on our previous show, and I think we both picked Kevin Gastelum by wide margin here. Anything changing from that at all, or are you still pretty dead set? This should be Kevin Gastelum one-way traffic, honestly.
I'm pretty dead set on the Gastelum one-way traffic. I mean, I know Gastelum was the one who had the weight controversy, but he also wasn't flying on a plane cutting weight. He also, like his road to get to the scale was a lot less chaotic.
Oh, absolutely.
Than Till's. So yeah, and then on top of that, the styles didn't change, man.
No,
this Darren Till
the
is still a
technique
guy.
didn't change that ever.
Darren Till is still a guy who got slept his last time out, got dropped and choked out in his time out before, and Gastelum is still someone who's incredibly fast, incredibly explosive, able to close distance very good and lay heavy hands on you. And that weight cuts aside and all that, whether he leaned on Rafael Cordero, it doesn't matter. Fist to chin, I think Gastelum is going to get this one.
I agree in every single aspect of that. Jay Prodigy in the chat saying Canelo Kovalev probably going to start right when Nate Jorge does. No, they've come out. DAZN has come out and said that fight won't start till after the main event of UFC 244. So don't worry, guys. We're here. We're going to cover it all. Fight is starting though. Round one about any second. Any second now. Any second. It's starting round one. Let's go. Kevin Gastelum already pressing forward. man, Darren Till was
Yeah,
tall.
he went
oh
back.
My God,
real quick.
But look at the size.
Yeah, look at how close the distance he closed, man, that fast.
Is Darren Till a bigger middleweight than Israel Adesanya?
I would assume so. I think so. Yeah, because
this guy, man, how did he make 170?
I don't understand, man. When I was standing in front of Darren Till, I was amazed that this guy could even dream a welterweight. Yeah, man. And in this sort of fight, this favors Gastelum all the way.
Absolutely. If Gastelum is going backwards, then he's in trouble because Till needs to be coming forward to get his offense going. He's not a counter boxer. He's not a counter striker in any way. He lacks really good back foot movement, lateral movement, in my opinion. I think he lacks good head movement as well.
Yeah, he lacks boxing defense.
Yes.
Yeah, Gastelum is not the guy you want in front of you if that's the case. Because Gastelum, no matter, he finds his fist to your chin somehow, some way. Repeatedly against people who, on paper or just looking at them, it doesn't make sense. I'll go back to the Tim Kennedy fight, like how big of a size difference that was.
A little bit of accidental headbutt there.
Jacare. I mean, that's a guy that
no, you're right.
Probably shouldn't have, that he probably shouldn't have had success on, but he did.
Yeah. Kelvin Gastelum was one of those guys where you look at him and there's even times within the fight you go, okay, like, what are you doing here? Mm-hmm. But clearly the guy is talented, let's be honest. And I think he's getting a little bit of the better of these exchanges here, Till, but the size of Till is definitely giving Gastelum some issues. They're just the strength. Even the clinch here, like there's been a lot of clinch work here early in the first 2 minutes of this fight. And you can tell that Gastelum is not struggling, so to speak, but I think he is dealing with the strength factor here.
Yeah, but I just don't think that's going to sustain itself very long.
I'm not going to say it's sustain itself, but right now and what's happening in front of us is that Gastelum is having to deal with the strength factor of Darren Till more so than the technique.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, Gastelum is by no means a weak guy.
No.
And maybe probably more so surprised, like, oh man, this is the level of strength I need to use, or I need to apply. Yeah, but I think too, like, Till is not used to this sort of fight. Like your gas tank's going to wear out a lot faster when this is not your world. Gastelum is very, very comfortable in the clinch.
Though one thing I will say, this is similar to the Kevin Lee fight, which we were talking about, that being concerned about Kevin Lee's gas tank,
right?
Him dropping down weight. And also the staph infection that was apparent.
Pretty obvious.
But I think that we don't know because that fight didn't go to the third round, but Kevin Lee didn't seem to have that much issues other than maybe just the staph infection, which seemed to be affecting him. Mm-hmm. I think Darren Till, maybe in this fight, where stylistically, Kelvin Gastelum is the fighter to beat him. But when you have the maybe speed advantage, maybe athleticism advantage, maybe a power advantage, strength advantage, those are certain athletic X factors that do translate and do sort of separate, or I should say, close technique gaps at times. Mm-hmm. If there's one guy, similar to even like maybe not the same way, but like on the same spectrum, Yoel Romero. Yeah. Technically, he is flawed in a lot of ways comparative to other guys. He makes up for it with his athleticism, his speed. He's able to catch guys off guard because his timing is better and he's faster to that punch, even though maybe his actual punch technique is worse than maybe an opponent. Darren Till, I think, is technically speaking the worst fighter than Kelvin Gastelum. That's obvious. However, I think he might be, in terms of the X factors, that might be on his side here. He's bigger, stronger, the reach. I think he also probably the heavier hitter here slightly. Maybe those would be enough to close that technique gap. Because Gastelum isn't having as much success in the boxing as I predicted, to be honest.
Yeah, well, Gastelum's not throwing his hands much.
No, he isn't.
That's the first thing I'm noticing. But Gastelum has gone in there against better strikers and given them problems.
Of course.
And he's gone in there against bigger, stronger guys than Till and given them problems. So, maybe that combination of them could be an issue. We'll see how that unfolds. And I definitely don't want to disparage Darren Till in any way. He is a very well accomplished striker, and
absolutely,
and he's a massive person. So that's a pretty rough combination for anyone to deal with. I just think Gastelum is so well equipped for that.
Now we have about 20 seconds left. To your point of Gastelum not really throwing enough, I agree with you completely. It seems like he's doing a lot of good head movement, a lot of feints, and he gets close on the inside. But instead of throwing, he's looking to grapple, he's looking to clinch up. Not really go for takedowns. It's not level changing at all.
No, he's trying. I think he's trying to wear him out. That was
by Darren Till.
That was a good one. Gastelum has an excellent chin though, so I don't.
I would like him to throw some shots as he's entering because he's not. He's just sort
got
of
a wardrobe issue
grabbing Till for the clinch and not.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's not being more efficient.
But
with
you know
his
what?
movement.
Maybe he's trying to wear him out. That could be trying to grab a hold of him, put his weight on him or something, and see if.
But you know what also wears out someone? Body shots.
Yes.
You're that close. Start throwing some body shots.
Yeah.
Start throwing some hooks to the body. You're there. It's not like he's not in range. He's getting in range.
I mean, the
He's
body
not doing
shot
anything.
is like this underdeveloped art in MMA. So, look Canelo fully suited and booted, man. I don't know if they're gonna wait this full hour 15 or whatever for this Canelo fight, man.
I'm about to be pissed if that's the case.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this look.
If they announce that, if literally a DAZN employee announces, "Hey, they're gonna wait," you better fucking wait. We made plans.
Yeah, but then they probably like, man, they probably so mad Ryan Garcia put that dude out.
Scorecard. Rob. Iman is saying 10-9,
I get that. I kind of get that round to Till.
I agree.
Yeah,
it's close though.
It's close. Like I can see it.
Gaslam just didn't throw enough.
If Gaslam threw more, then that's a round for him. It didn't look like either man was really in control of much during it.
No,
just really feeling each other out. Now it looks like they might be turning it on.
Second round starting 4 minutes, 50 seconds for those who want to sync up with us. Again, Gaslam, like he does get in range. Good 1-2 there by Darren Till.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Gaslam's his hands aren't active enough, man.
No, he's not. I think he's worried about counter.
Yeah, that could be.
Which is, again, people thinking that Darren Till is this counter boxer. He's not. If you press him with combinations, he falls apart.
Well, that cup is giving him some issues, man.
It may not be even his cup, man. Like, God knows what happened with this guy with visa issues, everything. Might just went down to the local sports authority.
Yeah, for real, and just picked up. Yeah, he just picked up some random jockstrap.
Yo, that'd be hilarious.
Yeah, it could be his shorts too damn tight.
Pause.
Hey man, Darren Till be wearing some tight ass pants too, man.
It's the UK thing. It's that European thing, man.
But let me stop because I almost came in here with some tight ass sweatpants on because all my clothes are in the box, man. But these pants, they were so tight. I was like, man, I can't walk out the house like this.
Jay Price saying that Ryan Garcia phantom punch though. Did you not see that left hook that clipped him behind the ear?
But you know what? If you missed that replay angle, it looked like a phantom punch.
You needed that one.
Yeah,
angle
that one angle because we looked like what the hell happened and yeah. So he probably just looked to the other TV with the UFC on and missed that replay.
Yeah, no, he caught him. He definitely messed up his equilibrium.
Yeah, man, it's great because Gaslam is closing that distance, but he is not doing what he normally would do.
To Till's credit, man, he is doing like a very poor man's Klitschko game here, where every time Gaslam does get close, he does initiate some of these clinches himself. Mm-hmm. You know, Till is comfortable in the clinch here with Gaslam. I think. Eye poke there.
Oh man, whoa, that looks like a bad one too.
How you know you're on your phone?
Well, no, because I just see the way he's reacting. I had to text my wife, you know.
Oh no, we good, man. Look, Kola doesn't have his gloves on.
Oh,
bro.
okay.
We're set,
man. If Canelo got to go to the bathroom or something, man, you hour and some change, and you
make your coach do that shit, man. That's what you pay them the millions for.
Hold it?
Nah, just put the pants down. You can aim it.
Yeah, we're gonna probably pee on his boots and stuff too, man.
Just do the lean.
You gotta lean over the toilet or something.
Digression.
If you got number 2 though.
Yo, we have a fight on right now. Darren Till.
All right.
I'm a Gaslam.
I was about to make a Creed reference. All right, anyway.
Some good leg kicks here, but Gaslam is not firing on all cylinders, it seems.
No,
he also had maybe a weight issue himself with the whole elbow controversy. I mean, he was the last one to weigh in as well.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't really.
Ooh, look at that leg from Gaslam.
Yeah, that leg is ate up. We see him like I can see why he's not planning and throwing now so much because you see him keep bringing that leg up ready to check. So I guess he's worried about the leg kick now.
Some of these leg kicks have actually been affecting him probably.
Yeah. I mean, they look like they're affecting the way his thighs bruised up.
I am quite shocked that Gaslam's offensive wrestling isn't as effective. Like, he hasn't been able even to get Till down.
Well, thing is, you think about like Woodley had trouble with Till trying to get him down. Like he couldn't really take him down. He got him in the clinch and some punch exchanges, and it took for him to drop him with a punch to send the fight to the floor.
Yeah, but the fight was that was over pretty fast. It was kind of you know what I mean. Like that was over what in a round?
Round and a half.
Was there a round and a half?
Yeah. Yeah. So maybe Till being the bigger guy, I guess maybe that does negate the takedowns, or maybe I'm not giving his takedown defense enough
The
credit.
thing about this, like Derek Lewis, a strength freak, an athletic freak, right? A heavyweight. How often does he just get through technical issues in fights because he's just bulldozes physically through a technique?
Yeah, sometimes I think
know what I
that's
mean?
less of a thing now.
Oh, it's less of a thing in just lower weight classes, period, obviously.
Well, I mean,
But
less of a thing with Lewis in particular, I mean.
True, but I think you get my point.
Yeah,
I
I see what you're saying.
think overall, generally speaking, having a clear strength advantage is massive, and it does shorten that technique gap in clinch work and grappling exchanges.
It buys you more chances to make mistakes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, nobody ever would complain about being the stronger man in a fight. You know, that's.
And another thing, like Till might be a little bit faster than Gastelum in terms of just pure punch speed. Seems to be quicker to the draw a little bit.
Yeah, well,
but then again, Gastelum is not being
he's not
effective.
throwing enough. That's the thing. Like, you always will have more hand speed than the guy who's not throwing punches. Ooh,
This is not a good fight for Gastelum right now.
Yeah, Gastelum is not looking good right now.
I can't believe Darren Till's about to get this win. I mean, he's about to get another 10-9 round here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't. I mean, Gastelum is going to need a finish for sure at this pace.
It may not be the most exciting fight, but I think Till is definitely winning it.
Man, yeah, Gastelum just looks flat right now.
He looks concerned about that power for some reason. Like, that's what I'm viewing it as. That he's worried about crossing that line, that imaginary line distance from mid-range, long range to I'm in the short range. I'm on the inside. He's worried about that crossing of the line and getting eat with the left-hand counter. It's obvious.
Well, I think he's those elbows too are kind of shying him away from staying extended clinch exchanges. Man, those elbows are that left elbow he's throwing is coming out pretty fast.
Even without the elbows, though, he's just clearly not getting the better of these grappling exchanges. It's not like he's losing the grappling exchanges, but he's not being effective at all. He's not being efficient at all.
Yeah.
Ooh, his leg kicks.
Yeah, man, this does not look like the Kelvin Gastelum that we saw against Adesanya. But now here's something too that I think we didn't factor in when we were handicapping this matchup. And granted, we could negate everything that we're talking about now could be negated if Gastelum goes out there and sleeps him real quick. But
not that much, but it does get negated.
Yeah,
partially.
but like how much have the wars maybe have affected Gastelum at this point? Like the fight, like the Adesanya fight, that's a fight that can change you.
It can, absolutely.
And after, which was immediately after what fight for Gastelum before that? Was it the Jacare fight?
I think so. But I'll say this. To that point, I don't think that's an issue at this point in time. He's young. I don't sense a fighter that, like, for example, we've been talking about the Roy McDonald-Stephen Thompson fight a lot in reference to the fight earlier with Stephen Thompson and Vicente Luque, right? You can tell that Roy McDonald post the Robbie Lawler fight was different in that matchup, right? His body language, his willingness to engage, which is different. This, to me, seems like Gastelum is facing a technical issue right here, and he's not figuring it out.
You know what I'm thinking?
You know what I mean? It's not him being hurt or shot or too much wear and tear. It's just he can't figure out this range issue, this distance issue.
I don't like maybe.
Ooh, 1-2.
You think Gastelum might have a hand injury or something?
No, I don't see that because this started out in round 1.
He could have came in with a hand injury or something.
He could have, but then
because he's just not throwing enough punches. He's throwing more kicks than I'm used to seeing him throw.
I'm always more a fan of Occam's razor. Where like, what's the more likely scenario here with a guy that is the shorter guy, the stockier guy, less strong, less not as fast, less of an athlete. Why is he struggling with this better athlete that's bigger and stronger than him?
Whoa, that was a good jab, Gastelum just landed.
A, maybe Darren Till's a better striker than me and others gave him credit for. B, Gastelum's weight issues maybe played a factor in here that are a under-talked about narrative in this fight. Or C, maybe Till is just the better fighter. And that does happen sometimes, you know? Then, you know, Till's losses are to Jorge Masvidal, who turned the corner athletically and technically speaking, obviously.
And Tyron
Woodley.
Yeah, that's a
and
no
he
shame
and
in
he, and he
those.
had that really off fight with Nicholas Dalby, who has turned into a surprisingly decent top 20 guy. So Till's one of those guys where maybe we just needed more fights and more of a case study of him.
Yeah, I mean,
so to speak.
Yeah, and
it's still too. We don't have enough information about this guy at this point.
And he definitely got rushed into the Woodley fight. So
quick.
Yeah, that was unwarranted. He shouldn't have been there at that stage in his career.
Absolutely agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah, but I it's just Gaslam looks so off to me right now.
But Till just looks on too, in a way. You know what I mean? Like,
well, the thing is, I don't see Gaslam approaching like he normally does. Like that's what's really the lack of punching.
Here's what I'm gonna think. Kelvin Gaslam, a guy that we thought was a really good fighter when it comes to adapting, could not adapt here.
Mm-hmm.
He clearly has tried to initiate takedowns and grappling exchanges via the clinch, and that has been his game plan. It's obvious, right?
Yeah.
It has not worked, and it has not worked since round 1. He has never adapted from that game plan. And unfortunately, we don't have the audio on, so I don't know what his corner is telling him. That'd be insightful in this discussion. But to me, that's what it looks like. A guy that's not adapting to the fighter in front of him or the fight in front of him, so to speak, right? Because his game plan was game plan A. I'm going to use these feints. I'm not going to strike because I'm not going to give him opportunities to counter. I'm just going to initiate grappling because I'm the better grappler than him. And it just didn't work. And he never really figured out what to do other than that. He thought, let me just keep pushing and plugging at these takedown attempts, at these clinch attempts, and eventually I'm the better grappler. This should work. And it's not. And in large part, maybe due to the size advantage and the strength advantage of Darren Till.
Yeah, you know what? I'm definitely feeling what you're saying. Him being scared of the counter or him being cautious of it. The way he just backed out of that clinch right there. I mean, granted, he did just narrowly dodge a knee that was aimed straight for his head. But
he's been eating some shots in this round too, I would say.
Yeah, but that seemed like the time Gaslam would dirty box you to hell. That he decided to.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, let go and back out. Oh wow, good
there we
takedown.
go.
That was a very good level change.
See, that's what he's been trying to do all night. Yeah, right there.
But I mean, you finally got it with a minute left. Like,
to me,
and he's just back up on his feet.
That's what this issue was. Is that he had game plan A and nothing else. Yeah. Or if he did have something else, he couldn't.
Yeah, he couldn't fire on it.
He couldn't change gears in any way.
Yeah, unless
interesting fight though.
Yeah, I mean, this definitely wasn't this hasn't been the most entertaining of fights, but
not a bad fight.
But I think this will be an interesting one to break down, like to tape study.
It's an enlightening fight about Darren Till because no one expected him to do this good. And to the points I made before this fight about Till's lateral movement and head movement.
Whoa, that was a hell of a level change.
Being a little bit lacking.
Yeah,
his head movement's been better in this fight.
Whoa, he just
significantly better in this fight.
Yeah, he just clocked Kelvin coming in. Yeah, I
lateral movement's better here.
Yeah,
his movement along the cage is better, which he was always naturally good at. But it was clearly natural talent. It wasn't coached yet. It wasn't drilled in him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. He's a guy that's clearly a work in progress. But damn, good performance. Clearly a 30-27 scorecard.
Yeah, I mean, now I'm curious and definitely curious as to what Gaslam's corner was telling him. Because you saw right when the bell rang, or we didn't hear when the bell rang, but when the fight was clearly over, he raised his arms in the air like in victory. So,
were they thinking they won the first and second round?
Maybe, like that first round. I can see it, but the second round, no, I don't see it at all.
It seems like Twitter's agreeing with us too. Just looking at your feed update.
Yeah,
I see a lot of 29-28 scorecards.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to think on that one.
You're disappointed that your pick's wrong.
No, I got some picks right tonight, so I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Yeah, I got Thompson and Derek Lewis right so far.
That's
so
right. That's right.
I've gone 2-2 so far.
Did I pick Stephen Thompson?
I think.
You did. I did.
I think you did. Yeah.
I was hesitant though.
I'm trying to think. I want to say, did Jason Burgos? Did he pick Luque? I'm trying to remember because we did preview videos. And we did the preview videos for the Sure Dog preview article. And
okay.
Yeah, and breaking down the main card fight. So I don't remember what he picked. But Jason, shout out to Jason Burgos.
So we can hear that.
Okay.
Not a lot though. Right there, perfect. Turn down a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that
Turn
good?
down more.
So we don't get kicked off.
Yep. Here we go. Official scorecards coming out. Let's see what it is. Jay Project making a good point that I'm going to bring up after the scorecards. After 3 rounds, judges' scorecards. 30-27. Gastelum.
Whoa.
29-28 Till. 30-27. Darren Till wins by split decision. Okay, right man won. Thank you. But, wow. That 30-27 scorecard for Kelvin Gastelum. Get the fuck out of here. That's not a good scorecard at all. Brief thought from Jay Project in the chat. Shout out to our live chat. Everyone join up in here. Hold on. That scorecard's bad. There's no, I mean, I can rant for an hour about that. That was bad. You can cuss. It's okay.
Yeah, I was trying because I'm trying not to cuss as much.
You're not on Sherdog, man.
Well, I cuss on Sherdog all the fucking time. But yeah. Well,
you're safe now, man.
I'm safe.
You're safe now. It's okay.
Man, fuck out of here with that, man. Don't throw these false accusations because we in your studio, man.
Sherdog a little safe right now. That's all I'm going to say.
Digressing. What a gunshots. What a gunshots.
Any of you radio personalities think you want smoke? Call me Mr. Chimney.
Man,
I want smoke.
am I Snoop in the studio with Biggie right now recording Hypnotized?
Yeah, 100%. 110%, bro. But digressing from that, because that sub, I love all you guys at Sherdog. Jay Project in the chat saying that's what happens when you come back from a tough war without a tune-up. And I got to kind of agree with that. Now, in some way, I think most of us thought this was kind of a tune-up.
thought this was a tune-up, I think.
I agree with you on
that.
when
we interviewed him,
yes.
That's kind of the sense we got, that he saw something he really liked in this matchup. And I mean, and it was pretty obvious. Just about every single person that's out there picking fights and out there handicapping and stuff was saying the same thing. The Gastelum closes the range and puts fist on him and sleeps him.
Yeah, we all saw what Masvidal was able to do when he closed range and was able to throw combinations. And Gastelum is bigger and better at it, honestly. Yeah. And he just couldn't. And I think a large part of that is due to the game plan issue, that he really didn't have a game plan B, or if he did, he could not change gears to that game plan B, because clearly he wanted to initiate grappling exchanges and just could not. He could not land takedowns to the very end of the fight, could not really muscle Till around in the clinch at all. Till was just the bigger, stronger guy, and on top of that, surprisingly, I think he might have been the better striker too. I don't think we expected that. And especially the boxing.
Well, thing is,
Till was able to outbox Kelvin Gastelum.
I'm not surprised that Till might have been the better striker from a pure striking sense.
Outboxing. He outboxed him. That was surprising.
Well, the thing is, I can't really. It's hard to say that Gastelum got outboxed because he didn't box. Well,
it clearly wasn't a game plan of his.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't something.
He can
that he
box, but it wasn't a game plan.
Yeah,
of his at all.
he wasn't trying to box. Oh, look at that, Nate, with the Nick Diaz Army hoodie. That's what's up.
I love it.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Rob Iman in the chat saying Till versus Whitaker should be next.
Do you
Jared Cannonier's out there just really upset at you, Rob.
No. Well, Cannonier should be fighting for the title if Costa's out.
Oh, sorry, Whitaker.
Yeah.
My bad. I don't know. I want Whitaker to take a tune-up in the same sort of vein, honestly, as like Gastelum should take a tune-up. Whitaker needs a tune-up too, guys. He had a long layoff, then fought Whitaker and got beat up in the process.
Maybe like Hermanson or something like that.
No, I would even go farther down.
You go further down?
Yeah.
Okay.
I come from the boxing world, so that's more acceptable to fight, let's say, a top 15 guy.
Let me pull up the rankings.
Yeah, pull up the rankings really fast as I'm talking about it. But Till to me, he should be fighting Romero. And I know, like, if I'm playing matchmaker here, and I know this is not how it's going to go down, it's probably going to be the inverse of this.
What? What's this site is slow. What? I'll go to Sherdog rankings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's loading up faster. Loading up better.
But if I was matchmaker, I would make Adesanya versus Cannonier, because Cannonier's on a 3-fight win streak, just beat a top 5 middleweight. He deserves the title shot. And then Romero versus Till. That's what I would do. Because Romero's one of those guys that, like, he doesn't care about tune-ups. He's 40-something years old. He just wants big fights. Cool. This is a big fight. Put in the UK, right? Put in the O2. It could main event in the O2. But that's what I would do. Now for Whitaker,
well, see, yeah, the thing is
let me see.
All right, so
Derek Brunson, perfect.
Well, he already smoked Brunson, so why would he?
Uriah Hall, Oh, they already fought. Ian Heinich. Perfect.
Yeah, Ian Heinich. Okay,
Ian Heinich.
I can see that. Yeah.
Perfect. Because other guys are Bellator guys. So
that makes sense.
But that's who I would match him up with. I think Jack Hermanson, or that level is too tough for him, to be quite honest. And obviously, like, there's no reason to make like Whitaker Romero 3.
Yeah, like no.
That would just be
that fight would probably kill both of them.
Yeah, there's no reason to do that. The Rock coming out with the BMF belt right now.
Oh, the Rock with his painted on shirt, man.
His medium.
The Rock got a shirt tattoo.
Oh my gosh, that's good. J Project, always a good supporter in the chat. Saying one thing I hate about MMA is the math sucks. MMA math. Masvidal beat Till beat Kelvin almost beat Israel. Yeah, I think it's almost safe to say Israel would beat Jorge. Yes, but MMA math is a weird thing.
Jorge is the lineal middleweight champion, I guess.
Can you imagine if that were to happen somehow? But digressing.
Which means Bendo.
Bendo is probably the lineal something forever.
Which means Pitbull is. Oh wow! Oh yeah, we can go down this rabbit hole.
Going down this rabbit hole. But Masvidal Diaz is about to go down. Preliminary thoughts, or say last minute thoughts on this main event.
I mean,
you're a guy that picked Diaz. I picked Masvidal. I think both of us were hesitant.
Yeah,
about our picks.
Either guy winning this fight does not surprise me. I'm more curious about, does the BMF title, does the fanfare centered around a fight between two guys with records that don't exactly scream title contention. Mm-hmm. I'm wondering if that is going to affect the action.
Yeah, I saw even Luke Thomas and Brian Campbell talk about this on Morning Combat, that this fight is for the baddest motherfucker. Like, who is going to go down there and throw down the most? That's kind of what this fight is, right? It's kind of an ode to the stand and bang crowd, right? The just bleed crowd in a way. So if any of these guys go out there and start making a little more clinical, making a little more of a mixed martial arts bout, I expect the crowd to not react well, right? Especially a drunk New York crowd at this point in time, expecting violence from the baddest motherfucker fight.
Yeah,
and that's what it's supposed to be. It's this fight, and more than any other UFC title fight, in a way, has been promoted as this is supposed to give you violence. It's supposed to give you entertainment. You need to watch this. While title is just about who's the best guy in the division, it's never about entertainment, so to speak.
They have a belt that has the word motherfucker on it. Like, this is strictly to.
And by the way, so glad they actually just put the word motherfucker on it.
Me too.
That if they like put I don't know,
like the
censored
star,
it anyway,
stars and the @ sign or something like that to censor it.
Or just if they just BMF and there wasn't any baddest motherfucker, I would have been like, nope, not okay. But digressing from that, I do wonder how it's going to play into it, because obviously if this fight does get in on the inside, more of a slugfest, you would think that is playing into Nate Diaz's wheelhouse and his advantage and his talent and his style. Mm-hmm. However, Masvidal, man, he is one of those guys that, like I said earlier in the show, has turned the corner athletically and technically speaking. And that's a huge aspect of this game. That not only has he has the necessary tools to beat a fight, but he's put it together in the right sequence to win fights. And that is major.
You see, the thing is, like, Masvidal has always had the talent. He's always
like
had,
I said, no, absolutely.
Well, the thing is,
he never put it together
for him. For him, I think it's more so the mentality going into decisions. The mentality when a fight goes the distance. I think his weakness.
What do you mean by mentality? What do you mean by that?
Well, because coming from the street fight background, it's like the way he seems to process the going on in the fight. Like, oh well, I tapped his chin a few times, so I had to win. And he goes to the scorecards too many times, losing close rounds.
Quickly, they are apparently showing the Nate Diaz-Jorge Masvidal fight at the Canelo Kovalev fight on the Jumbotron with sound on.
Wow. Actually, you know what? You can see it. You can see it in the DAZN broadcast in the background.
I wonder if they got the okay for that.
You know what?
I bet you
that was part of the deal. They said, okay, we'll delay our main event. We get to show our show your main event to our crowd.
Ooh, if they did that, that's cool.
If they did that, that's what's up.
Yeah, like, because to me, that's two networks and entities that don't belong with each other working to deliver combat sports for combat sports fans.
And that also just says, okay, we have the same audience. Yes, there are plenty of people who are only boxing, or plenty of people that are only MMA. But when you have two fights, because if the BMF fight was the only fight going on right now, boxing fans would be tuning in, especially for like a Diaz brother,
appeal.
so closely tied into the boxing world. Then you have, if you just had the boxing match, MMA Twitter would be all about Canelo Kovalev right now.
Just that, like, I think people are so insular in the bubbles they think about, right? The casual fan does care about both of these fights. Why? Because they know Canelo, they know Nate Diaz.
Mm-hmm.
They may know who Jorge Masvidal is, but probably they don't, to be honest. They know Nate Diaz and they know Canelo. And having those two guys compete at the same time is hurting each other's business. Just point blank, full stop.
Yeah.
Okay, so just from a business standpoint, you had to offset these in some way.
Yeah, you guys say, okay, well, we got these people. Let's just get together and milk them for all they're worth.
Yeah, and again, if they made the deal to show the UFC fight at the venue for Canelo Kovalev,
I bet you that's part of the deal. Because otherwise,
that's a nice finesse.
Because you also got to think about the in-arena experience. If you are in T-Mobile Arena and there is an hour and 15 minutes between the co-main, it's in MGM. Yes. Oh shit! I tweeted out T-Mobile.
Go delete it, bro.
Nah,
trash.
You got likes and stuff, so we're gonna keep it rocking. But
nice.
But yeah, like if you're in the arena and you've got all this time, like you're just gonna keep drinking, you'll be tanked by the time that the main event you can't enjoy it. Like, so you have to think about the crowd in the arena. Like, what are they experiencing? So, all right, we're gonna put this fight on that they probably would care about. They probably will be watching at home, or it would be in this arena right now if this fight were in Vegas. So yeah, let's put it on for them.
Agree completely. Nate Diaz is walking out. Where we have,
hey, what's
Ron Artest? What's the Ron Artest?
Hey, somebody in the chat hit us up with the walkout music that Nate has.
Yes, please do, because we have the sound off. I'm curious what Nate's walking out to.
Yeah, I'm probably ambitious as a rider. That would be my guess.
If it was Nick, we would know at least it was Deftones. Maybe not the song, but we know it was Deftones.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Nick Diaz army. As I just, again, Kovalev is laying down on the couch. Dude, this is hilarious.
Yeah, Kovalev watching it now. So, what, they just standing there posing? Like, yo, that's got to be boring as shit, man.
I think he's just standing up. I think Canelo just maybe nervous energy a little bit.
Maybe.
But I mean, not nervous energy, just energy,
Yeah, well, I mean, nervous energy makes sense. Like, you about to go in there and have a fist fight on worldwide television.
Yeah, nerves should be normal.
Yeah, you should be nervous. Like, this is not for normal people.
If you're not, I worry about maybe your mental health.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, the greatest MMA fighter of all time, George St. Pierre. Yeah, I fucking said it. Hot take of the day. He even said like he was terrified walking to the cage every time, right? And even like used the word like terrified, like scared.
Yeah, I mean that's totally normal. That should be the case.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If you normally the only guys who talk about not having any nerves are psychotic, or they were like former military guys or something.
Even like in like a gym sparring scenario, if I know I'm sparring a guy that's like really good,
oh, you get a little anxious.
I'm like, oh shit, man, this guy lights people up, man. He's gonna light me up.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, those nerves are good for you. It sharpens you if you use it right. So yeah, I've never stepped into a sparring session, even sparring sessions against people that I know I could get the better of.
Absolutely,
it's like you can get caught.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So. We've all been caught like that, at some point, by some wild shot or something like
absolutely.
that. So yeah, so you be on your toes.
Jay in the chat saying, don't have a problem with the BMF belt, but the BMF is also the best motherfucker. No? Question mark?
You know what? But he's
adding, it's clearly a marketing thing to sell pay-per-views and seats, which it is. And also, it is written in the ESPN contract that pay-per-views have to be headlined by a title fight.
So they made up a title.
So they made up a title to have Nate be.
Well, I didn't realize that was part of the contract.
Yes.
Oh
yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Well, though I guess we shed more light on why
interim titles are now
the
more of a thing.
McGregor and Cerrone main event never happened.
Is because they don't. And technically, I think in the contract it has to be a title fight.
Which is,
I believe Luke Thomas and Brian Campbell talked about that on Morning Combat.
Okay,
don't quote me.
Yeah. Wow. That's nuts. I mean, that you gonna turn down the McGregor bag for
Jay saying it was Eminem the way I am.
I'm not mad at that. I mean,
I'm not mad
because all the Eminem songs,
like if you're coming
Roberto
out to
Duran walking out Masvidal,
shout out to Roberto Duran,
which we know the Scarface theme song. So that's the one disadvantage of us being where I want to hear that Scarface song when he's walking out, man.
Thank God I'm just going to watch this back at the second you leave, probably.
Who said I'm leaving?
After the fights and after the show. I mean, like, I'm just going to go back and watch these fights again instantly, probably.
Yeah.
I'll
stick around for a
I'm
little
all
bit.
hopped up on coffee and shit, man.
Yeah, I would say I'm going to log into your account and watch, but I don't have internet.
That's right.
Which, actually, I can do it on my phone. So.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, man.
I'm excited for this fight, man. I mean, obviously, these guys I don't think are the best welterweight or lightweight or any weight in the world, right? But they're some of the most fun fighters and violent fighters in the UFC, historically speaking.
Yeah.
They both represent a side of fighting that is raw and edgy in a sense.
It's a throwback to what fighting is supposed to be,
or at least what fighting was.
Yeah,
maybe not supposed to be.
It's supposed to be
opinion,
just
right.
I mean, it's supposed to be as far as like the Just Bleed people.
Absolutely, like this is a throwback to the Spike era.
Yeah,
in a way, you know.
Now let's we will be wrong to not acknowledge that Masvidal has an aerodynamic set of braids right now.
His hair is always on point.
It's aerodynamic, like he will glide faster.
Jason, yeah, he's playing Scarface.
Yeah, of course. You got to play Scarface.
You do. If you don't, I would be more shocked.
Yeah, like I'm like, whoa, this is the fight for the Scarface theme.
It was cool seeing him and Roberto Duran being interviewed together yesterday.
Yeah,
that was cool, man. He got like kind of emotional about it. I don't see him as well get kind of emotional and fanboy out often.
Yeah,
he's too cool for school, man. He's that guy.
But you got a fanboy for Roberto Duran.
You do.
You have to.
You do.
That's foolish if you don't.
He's one of the top 10 fighters you can fanboy for. Abso-fucking-lutely.
Mm-hmm. I'm judging you if you don't fanboy for Roberto Duran.
Absolutely.
Man, so are we feeling like changing our picks? You feeling the energy
I'm
feeling one way or another?
No, I'm still probably a firm Masvidal pick here.
Yeah,
I'm actually thinking he's going to finish, Nate.
So you're more you're firmer in your because I'm still
now again. I think this fight's gonna be insane for about 3 rounds, but I think Masvidal gets the better of it. I think he's the crisper puncher. He's the faster fighter.
He's a harder hitter for sure. But I mean,
and again, I think like the idea like Nate's a better boxer. I mean, you must just be eating up every single talking point the UFC gives you.
No, he's not the better boxer, but he's the more overwhelming. He throws a more volume. He's a guy who, no matter what he's doing, he's more likely to swarm you in it, and you're just gonna be, you're gonna succumb to it.
I am wondering though, who gets the better of the kicking game, because Nate Diaz is a sneaky leg kicker, in a way. He's not proficient at it, but he's sneaky with it.
He'll throw some awkward high kick combos sometimes, so that's something to watch out for.
Both of these guys are sneaky fighters in different ways, and I can see both guys finding ways to win here, absolutely. But I think Masvidal's just the better fighter. I said this to you on the show, like on the previous show, like, look, if you're just the better fighter on paper, most of the time I'm going to pick you. Because you're just the better. Look, Kelvin Gastelum, for example. Right? I picked Kelvin Gastelum because he's the better fighter on paper. It just didn't end up that way. Kevin Lee, Gregory Lepsy, another good example. I picked Kevin Lee to beat Gregory Lepsy. The one, though, I didn't was Johnny Walker. And that clearly came back to bite me on the ass, because that's one of the most impressive fights of the night.
Yeah, that was...
And I cannot wait to talk about that maybe post this fight.
Yeah, definitely.
That Corey Anderson moment, not going to say star-making, but that is the closest thing to star-making for that guy he's ever going to get. But digressing, both Nate Diaz and Jorge Masvidal getting the final instructions and introductions from Bruce Buffer. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Okay, all that YouTube stuff. Do it. Hit the notification bell. Gonna be live right after this as well for Canelo Kovalev. So don't go anywhere. We're gonna be live right on this channel right after this fight for the other big fight of the evening. Jay with the fun question. Here's a question: who would fight for a boxing BMF belt? Ooh. I don't know. That's a harder one to pick.
That's a difficult one, man.
Because like you have like fan favorites like Jorge Masvidal, Nate Diaz, respectives in boxing. Like Inoue might be one of those, but there's no one respective in his division that would be
Sean Porter. Sean Porter, man, gives everybody a tough fight. He's always in your face.
I don't know about that one. Sean Porter, Terrence Crawford.
Yeah, I can see that.
Maybe it's weird. I don't know. I don't think there's a a good equivalent in boxing right now, to be honest.
Well,
for,
thing is,
for either one of these guys, either.
See, the structure of boxing doesn't allow you to lose and put yourself on the line, but so much before you're considered washed or you're relegated to like lower cards and stuff.
There's no way we see a boxing pay-per-view with guys with combined 20 plus losses.
Like Jorge Masvidal with 13 losses, like that in boxing, you're trash. At that point,
he's not trash, but
you're not going to be.
He's a gatekeeper.
Big money.
He's a gatekeeper.
Yeah, you're not going to be in this position.
He's Josecito Lopez.
Yeah,
these guys are that ilk. But in MMA, it's just different.
Yeah, in MMA, like because it's so many different ways to lose, man. You're allowed to learn and evolve.
And plus, some of these guys are just losing to top guys over and over again.
Yeah,
how many of those 13 losses are against top 10 lightweights?
We were talking about the lack of tune-up fights. That's what happens.
That's why losses are more accepted, I think, in MMA, because we know that a lot more of these fights are dangerous matchups. There are no real tune-ups. But both guys touch gloves.
The most reluctant glove touch. Yeah, always just get nervous when Masvidal got his hand behind his back.
Always nervous, man. Shit might go down, and shit's about to go down right now. UFC 244 in New York. Let's go. Jorge Masvidal, Nate Diaz, baddest motherfucker in the UFC, going down right now, round 1 starting. Let's see. Masvidal run up like he's going to throw a flying knee and then faked him out. That was nice. Both guys sort of doing a little laugh there.
Well, we see what Nate's doing. Nate is trying to be Nate right now.
Nate's already looking a lot better than the Anthony Pettis fight.
Yeah.
In terms of his balance.
Yeah, like he's not overselling his punches.
Yeah, that was 1-2 from Masvidal lands.
He ate those.
Both guys clinching up right now. Masvidal with underhooks.
So I wonder, like, at this point, is the crowd already booing because they clinched up?
Instant boo.
Instant boo. Like, okay, you guys are not swinging as hard as possible right now. Boo. just whoa, those elbows
in the
Good
clinch
Lord.
from Masvidal. Oh, another elbow.
He's about to take him out.
Nate Diaz
Good Lord.
Nate Diaz got dropped with a head kick. Nate Diaz is on the ground. He's bleeding.
Wow. He's
Masvidal is on point right now. He's
stack
fast,
guard.
explosive.
Whoa.
Ground
Past
and pound.
the stack guard.
Nate Diaz is hurt. This
is about to get stopped. Whoa, body shot in the ground and pound. Yeah, he's gonna throw those legs to the side.
Body shots from Masvidal on the ground.
Yeah.
Does he let him up? But
you know what? This is, if what looks like is about to happen, this is the best thing that can happen for the sport as far as this BMF title is concerned.
Why?
If Masvidal wins this fight, he is going to be put up against the winner of Usman versus Covington. Therefore, the BMF belt will be merged with the actual title, and we can do away with the continuance of BMF nonsense. That's going to be the best outcome.
But watch him get the counter fight instead, and it's just an awkward
situation. I tell you what, Conor better not come back against Masvidal looking like this.
By the way, guys, Nate Diaz is still on his back on the ground. Masvidal standing and just. I'm surprised the ref hasn't just stood them up yet. To be honest.
Well, no, because there's blows being landed, and So this
Masvidal's got some really good power, ground pound right here.
Yeah, very good. Power and he's being very cautious about Nate's guard for obviously. Oh wow!
Yo, Masvidal. I love it.
So now, actually no. It looked like Murgulata was about to stand him up, but he changed his mind. Who's that in the chat? Hildago saying, what round is it? It is the first round. A little bit over halfway through the first round. Now,
2 minutes.
Murgulata standing 14, it back 15. Up. Wow, Nate is covered in blood.
Crimson mask already.
Whoa, that body kick. Good God, that
Masvidal lands clean. Not a liver shot, but it was definitely a good body shot.
That was a very good body shot. Wow. Yeah. So now,
what does Diaz do here? Because he's just
So I guess
if he's in a firefight, Masvidal's going to win, right? I mean,
At this point, yeah. Now the only thing he can hope for, maybe Masvidal might have blown his load or something. If he gets to the second round, which I highly doubt.
Yeah, I don't think that's
because it doesn't look like Masvidal's spending that much energy.
No, he's not. This is.
he's not spending much
Masvidal's
energy.
on point, guys. This is going to be a one-way traffic unless Nate Diaz can somehow hurt Masvidal and switch the momentum up a little bit. Oh, Nate Diaz lands
just
2 hard hooks. Masvidal blows kisses to the camera.
Yeah, okay. This is the BMF fight right here.
Oh my god. Wow, I'm like nervous right now, guys. This is one of those fights.
Yeah, this is living up to expectations, man.
Masvidal's just bullying him in the clinch, man. And Nate Diaz is one of the most underrated clinch fighters in the UFC.
Yeah, he can't. Yeah, Nate is stuck in double underhooks. Whoa, mushed him.
Oh, body kick again. Combination from Masvidal.
Fast combination. That was a lightning fast combination right there.
Masvidal clearly 10-8 round here so far.
Whoa, nice.
Diaz trying to land a counter, but Masvidal gets out of there and dances.
Dancing.
Oh
yeah.
my,
dude,
Masvidal's in such a good mood.
This is Masvidal wins this one. The way it looks like he is, the way he's
comfortable
right now, man. This is a fighter of the year sort of discussion you got to have about Masvidal. If he wins this the way it looks good.
Left hand from Diaz lands right on the chin.
He eats it. This is nuts.
He rolled with it pretty well too.
Yeah.
Round 1 is over. 10-8 round for Jorge Masvidal. Right.
I'm going 10-8.
There's no way you could do 10-9 for that. I'm sorry.
I understand it.
No.
Because Diaz did land a couple good shots, but at this point, no. Like, I can't give it that.
Diaz was almost finished.
I can't give it a 10-9 because he was on the brink of death right there.
Boom!
That right there.
Dropped him with that kick, man.
Yo, that would have stopped anyone else.
Dude, that was shades of like Josh Thompson and Nate Diaz in a way. Not the same setup in any way, but just fast combination ending with the kick, and then it hurts Diaz. Wow. Diaz bruised up, cut up already. Massive cut.
Whoa, that is a massive cut right there. That is a serious cut.
Somehow not worse than the Sinisa Estrada.
No, we can't.
Cut. Oh
we can't see his
brain.
Yeah, we can't see.
His literal skull.
Cerebellum. Something through there, man.
His Abdullah Ablagada, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, man. The cerebral cortex through the cut. So, but that's something that's going to be a concern.
Oh, man.
Through the rest of this fight, man.
What a first round. What a fight.
Half of his face is hanging off right now.
Round 2 starting. Diaz coming out aggressive. Diaz needs to get his offense going here, but oh gosh,
I mean, Masvidal,
fast he's combos.
He's fast. He's mixing up variety, man. It's a lot of variety in his strikes.
Diaz frustrated with the lateral movement of here.
And when Diaz gets frustrated, he falls apart.
He does. Oh, good.
Whoa.
Good left hands there from Diaz.
Did I speak too soon?
A little bit.
Mm-hmm. Maybe he's not as frustrated as I thought.
Yeah, the way the Diaz brothers are just like move around the cage at times, man.
Yeah.
They don't want to be there.
Yeah, it's like, he's like, man, why do I do this for a living?
That's exactly what he's thinking. I swear to God.
He's like, man, this is some dumb shit I decided to do today.
Thank God I'm getting paid at least $1 million for this, hopefully.
Yeah, he's like, man, I can't wait to hit a blunt after this.
A better opening to this round for Diaz for sure.
Yeah, but I still see Masvidal with more science to what he's doing, man.
Ooh, good
nice body kick.
Ooh.
Wow.
Right hook. Left hook, though, lands from Masvidal as Diaz exits out the side door. Canelo and Kovalev are sleeping on the couch right now watching the fight.
They're watching the fight. They're probably like, oh, their boxing technique is trash.
Oh, good 1-2 from Masvidal.
They're doing the classic boxer criticism of MMA striking at this point, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Oh!
Whoa! That right hand rocked him.
Diaz.
Oh, and the body kick.
Nate Diaz is down. Nate Diaz is down again.
Yeah, I don't think that was him trying to pull
landing.
guard. No, I think
Masvidal, though, concerned about the ground game of Nate Diaz, obviously.
Yeah, he's not jumping in there. But I mean, this is the same dude that hung in with Damian Maia for 3 rounds, largely on the ground.
He is tooling up Nate Diaz.
Yeah, so it's no point in going in that arena if you don't have to, because clearly Masvidal's the better striker.
I mean,
clearly, very clearly, there's no debate about it at this point. You know, you think, what if Diaz had just a little more power? Like, are we talking about?
Or just a better athlete, for God's sake.
Yeah.
You know, honest. That's all. If you're just a better athlete, you would have more power. Run round 2, 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Oh, he tried doing that same thing he did to Terran Till. Did you see that?
Yep. Yeah.
The same switch up and then the left hook. I saw that, Masvidal. You tried to land that. That was sneaky. You didn't sit up as well, though, I should say.
Well, I just noticed they have a hospital sponsor on the octagon.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
All right. I'm whatever. And they don't want the fighters having sponsors on their shorts because it looks like NASCAR. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We just leave it.
That's
at
a
that.
hospital. I mean, it could be worse. It could be Condom Depot.
Yeah, but condoms keep you out the hospital. So,
Digressing.
conflicting sponsors.
2 minutes left in the second round. Masvidal just, man, you can tell like his punch are just having the desired effect.
Yeah,
when Nate Diaz is not being efficient, not being
and he's
successful.
stronger in the clinch. Like
Oh,
this is
oh,
whoa, that body
oh.
shot. Good Lord, that body shot.
And
Brought
that
it
was
back
a liver
upstairs.
shot too. That was a great liver shot to the body.
Yeah, I think Diaz is trying to play the poker face on that one. See, he changed stances. He's switching back now, but he.
Oh,
whoa!
Diaz is hurt bad here, guys.
I don't think this is going to last very long.
Wow.
Yeah,
this is one-way traffic right now, guys.
Serious one-way traffic right now.
Diaz has landed maybe like 3 or 4 shots that have really been effective, and that's it.
Yeah, man, he has been eating a lot of shots right now. This is. Well, I tell you what, we definitely have to give some credit to Diaz's chin again. Wow, because this is ungodly, man. He should not be able to absorb this many power shots.
Yep.
Wow.
This many fight ending.
Whoa,
shots.
Nice takedown. Nice, he muscled him down on that one.
Ooh, ground and pound from Masvidal. He is just bowling Nate Diaz around in a very Nate Diaz fashion.
Yeah, this is for real, man.
I just want to remind everyone I picked Jorge Masvidal, and
So did
Anthony didn't. So we all know who is obviously the smart person
somebody
when it
also
comes to
picked
MMA.
Johnny Walker, but we ain't talking about that right now.
We're not talking about that right now
Yeah.
at all. Back it up. I don't know what you're talking about right there.
It's bullshit.
Nice. He caught him in that leg lock, but I think Masvidal stepping out of that one. Whoa.
Turning with it, but Diaz he still has
He
it.
still got that ankle.
That was a little sneaky shot there from Diaz under the leg. I like that. Oh, Masvidal gets out of it. Round over. Another 10-9 round.
I'd give that a 10.
He hurt him there.
I'd give that a 10-9. Because it wasn't. I don't think he was about to be finished. He was hurt.
rocked.
Yeah, he was hurt, but I don't think it wasn't as bad as the first round. Phew, no, that body kick was.
I might give that another 10-8 round. I'll be honest.
I'm not mad at it, but I say 10-9 in that one. That liver shot.
Yeah, he hurt him multiple times.
That hurt him really bad, really really bad. Man, one of the desperation that's got to be in Nate Diaz's corner at this point. Like even if so, obviously with the volume down, we're not hearing what they're saying, but I wonder what's going through the mind of Richard Perez and Kron and all the guys that are in his corner right now.
Dude, I know this is sort of along the lines like this is for the baddest motherfucker title, so this fight's different. But with this amount of punishment, I would honestly legitimately think about stopping the fight if I'm the corner. Diaz is getting beat up in this fight, and there's no way he can come back from this, in my opinion. This would be the last round I give him if I'm his corner. If he gets beat up again in this round, if this didn't have the bass motherfucker attached to it, because they're not doing it.
Yeah, and see, that's what I'm saying. Where it's something that can influence the action, because we've seen Nick, who I believe helped walk
through in the towel.
He threw in the towel on the Thompson fight.
Yes,
it just happened to be right as the ref stopped it.
Nick would stop this fight if he needs to. And I'm wondering if it's because for the BMF title that doesn't happen. Because, again, if this third round goes badly here for Nate Diaz, he's doing a little better here. He's more aggressive throwing combinations. But I don't think he's really getting bothered by it at all, to be honest. I think he's rolling with these shots. He's blocking them quite well with his arms. And I think he's just going to fire back after about a minute and a half. Mm-hmm. He's going to start pressing Nate Diaz and hurting him.
Whoa, that right hand.
From Jorge Masvidal.
Yeah, this is the body kick. Like, yeah, this is Yeah, you got to wonder where that towel is coming.
Oh,
Whoa,
1, 2, 3
Nice
from
1, 2.
Nate Diaz. That was probably his best combination in the entire fight.
Now, I wonder if, if Nate Diaz had more power, would the corner be less likely to stop it because you have more of that chance for him to one-shot sleep him?
Obviously, I think the corner in MMA, yes, they would be less likely. But in my mind, they shouldn't be.
Whoa, man, that was a nasty left hook that Nate just ate.
Yeah.
And he did the switch stance thing again. So, yeah, I guess everybody out there, if you think everybody out there in the UFC, if you think Jorge Masvidal might be an upcoming opponent, study that technique.
He's gonna throw it a lot. You can time him doing that. You can. There's an opening there.
Yeah, he's gonna try that on you.
Yeah. About 3 minutes left in the third round. A little bit over.
Yeah, I'm not seeing the point in this continuing still, man. That right hand and Masvidal, the way he's doing this, he is not wasting that much energy. Whoa, yeah, I can't tell if Nate is like stumbling or if it's just his normal drunken boxer stance.
I think that's drunken boxing right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
whoa, man. Yo, Jorge's right hand is money tonight.
It always has been though, man. He's always had a good one too.
Yeah.
And left hook to the body by Masvidal.
Yeah, and I tell you one thing to be very nervous about when Masvidal starts doing when he starts parrying your punch with his lead hand.
Huge overhand right.
Something thunderous is coming. You're not like Masvidal is not gonna play that hand fighting without you catching something real crazy.
Ooh, another good left hook to the liver by Jorge Masvidal.
Oh man, that liver shot.
Nate Diaz is being out Diaz right now.
Yeah, this is something else, man. Masvidal he's not working hard. That's the thing. I bet you Masvidal can keep this up for 2 more rounds. Easy.
And plus Masvidal, I would say traditionally not really a cardio issue guy. Like
no, he's not really a cardio issue guy.
The issue is he goes in coast mode. You know, like that's always been the issue, not cardio.
It's just right now his coast mode is
beating up Nate Diaz bad.
I mean, and one advantage to being in coast mode is that you just keep it up.
Yeah.
You just keep it up. It's not.
If it's working, it's going to keep working.
Yeah.
If it's not, that's when it's an issue.
Yeah, and Masvidal's having his way in the clinch, man. He just reversed that position with complete ease.
I think Diaz is still pretty stunned too, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. You have to be. He's been rocked over and over again. You'd have to still be a little bit out of it.
Really impressive showing from.
You see, look, yeah, and Diaz, he can't get out of the double underhooks. He has not been able to pummel through at all tonight.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I think when you see someone getting kind of desperate in the clinch, man, those trying to hammer fist the thigh, it's some stuff that probably isn't really going to have much of an effect.
And it's honestly just wasting energy.
Yeah, it's just doing something to do something.
Yep.
The energy might be better spent trying to swim under.
Knee coming up right here. Oh.
Whoa, did he try to go for a rolling knee bar?
That's what it looked like to me.
Yeah. Wow, the ground and pound. Yeah, and and especially with this amount of time left on the clock, like you can sell you could sell everything in that in that top position in a Diaz guard.
And plus, you're not as worried about submission.
Yeah, because you're like, okay, well, if I get caught in something, clock will probably run out before it gets really sunk in. So have at it.
Yeah, but I do like just giving them that arm too. He's like, here, grab the arm.
I mean, I do like Diaz the way he was trying to keep that shin as a frame, but it didn't last too long there.
Diaz just getting beat up, man.
This is if you are the Diaz corner, where's that towel? I'm gonna go ahead and.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the towel needs to be thrown in here, at least thought about in some way. Apparently the phone lines are down. We try to get them back up.
All right. Trying to keep up my snarky tweets as I broadcast here.
It's difficult, huh, to tweet and broadcast.
Yes, it is.
That's why I often don't tweet during fight nights.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing a show.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I normally do the post-fight show, so I'm, I kind of get all my jokes off, and then I go
the post-fight show.
Yeah, go live with it. Yeah. So obviously, since I'm on this channel. I'm at Matt's place right now because I don't have internet at my place. No walk of shame tonight. So figured, do the next best thing, and that's link up with the homie and give some content anyway.
The better thing to do.
The second best thing to do.
Just saying, the better thing to do.
Look at Jason Burgos on the broadcast there. Look at the homie Jason Burgos
with the nice cut.
with the fresh fade.
Yeah,
fresh fade.
You, Jason, way to go.
Look at you, Captain Credential right there. Look at him. Yeah, man. Look at camera time for Jason. Jason's been on screen for a little while here.
Yeah, way to go, Jason.
Celebrity status.
You should like screenshot that when he gets back home and like crop it out. Fight's over.
Oh wow. Okay. This corner stop it.
I'll turn up a little bit.
All right.
Turn down.
Waved off. Oh wow. Okay. What fight waved off on advice of the doctor?
Okay.
All right. So
fight's been done. TKO via doctor stoppage.
And you know what? Shout out to the doctor stoppage because we need to have more of that in mixed martial arts.
Yeah, dude, Nate was getting beat up there a lot, man. I know the crowd might not be happy right now, but like I don't give a shit. Like that was a great fight, honestly. Right? That was a great showing from Jorge Masvidal. I have no issue with that fight being stopped, or me thinking that like taint or tarnishes the fight in any way. It doesn't. No,
it doesn't. You know what? I see people on Twitter going off about it, like mad, like why is the fight stopping? Like, did you not see what was going on?
Yeah, honestly, if the doctor didn't stop it, the corner should have. And again, because it was for the baddest motherfucker title, people didn't want that.
Well, apparently the crowd is screaming bullshit right now, chanting bullshit. Like, yeah, this is an issue. This is where the BMF thing backfires.
Yes.
Because we just saw
the lofty expectations for this matchup is impossible to be reached.
We just saw a career-defining performance.
Guys, call in. We're going to just do a very brief rundown of the fights because we have to run over and do the Canelo Kovalev show. And we're also going to do a post-fight there. And if you want to talk about this fights in this card there as well, don't worry. We can do that after the Canelo Kovalev fight. But it looks like Jorge Masvidal obviously won via TKO doctor stoppage. And I think that was overall the right move, to be honest, because I think Nate Diaz was going to get severely hurt even more than he already was. And I didn't need to see that. I didn't need to see a guy get more brain damage when there was really no possible way for him to
you know what? But you know what? I see why the outrage was. They're stopping it because of the cut, not because he's taking damage. Yeah. I mean, but his eye is hanging out.
A doctor probably wouldn't stop it just due to damage, honestly. Like, you would have to show a lot for a doctor to stop it via that. Again, I think the right decision was made overall. I think that Nate Diaz was on a way to get severely hurt in this fight. Now, Jay in the chat saying the doctor stole Masvidal's moment. I get that argument slightly, but
I mean,
I think
what's more important, Masvidal's moment or Diaz's health? Like
perspective, guys.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is. Like,
we just had Patrick Day pass away, guys. Let's be a little bit.
And we've had what 4 boxers in the past 4 months. Something like that, dying. Yeah,
it's been a wild number this year. So I'd rather not have Nate Diaz be the first one to be a casualty of just inept regulation because of a bad motherfucker title that everyone seemed to reject in some aspect as well.
And another thing too, and I'm sure if you've watched the Walk of Shame on the trenches and everything, you probably heard me say these sort of things before. But if you've never been in the corner of a sanctioned bout, or been backstage, is it the unbelievable amount of risk that these guys put on, man?
Yes.
One of my deepest regrets in life was the guy I coached, man. It was a fight that he lost. He got stopped in, I want to say it was like the 3rd or 4th round, something like that, with some ground and pound. We should have thrown in the towel. We really should have thrown in the towel. And the next day, I couldn't recognize him.
Yeah, no.
You know, and I know you've been around the block and seen that sort of stuff before, man. Just like when you don't recognize your friend,
dude. No one sees the fighters the next day after usually.
Yeah, like
Let's be honest.
So yeah, like we can. Yes, of course, I want to see more mixed martial arts. I want to see more boxing. I want to let these guys go out on the shield and everything. I want to see that, but at the same time, they have lives. They are human beings.
Nate Diaz has a daughter to go back to. Guys, like, come on. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And I also think that this should be more of a cultural acceptance in MMA, that fights get stopped by corners or doctors, and that is okay.
Yes.
Because guys don't need to be taking unnecessary punishment. Now let's quickly run down the card if we can. Kelvin we did the Kelvin Gastelum Darren Till fight. We're not going to cover that. We did that in the live fight chat. Just rewind the show if you want to see that. Stephen Thompson beating Vicente Luque.
Yeah, kind of went the way I thought it would.
Dominant performance.
Yeah.
And I want to say Stephen Thompson upped up the violence and the pressure and just the overall activity. Good to see from Stephen Thompson.
Yeah, I think that was partly a response to Luque because remember when on the pre-fight show that we did earlier in the week I was saying while Rory McDonald went into a defensive shell once he felt what Wonder Boy was capable of. Hendricks tried to go in a defensive shell but was too hurt and ended up getting finished. Luque is going to be the guy who's going to get hurt, but he's going to keep coming back at you and keep presenting those same opportunities. And Wonder Boy took him for all of them. Little rough in the first round, but he took every opportunity to tag up Luque. And that's what he did. So that was a very, very impressive performance by Wonder Boy.
Absolutely. Moving on, Derek Lewis defeating Blagor Ivanov.
It was a wild fight, man. That was a really good fight. It's a fight that I'm looking forward to rewatching that fight.
I was surprised how good of a fight that was for a 3-round heavyweight fight.
Yeah, because it is with Derek Lewis's hit or miss. For the excitement level, Blagor Ivanov the Tai Tuivasa fight might have been kind of fun to watch if I'm remembering it correctly. But other than that, Ivanov fight isn't exactly the most memorable so far in the UFC. So I'm glad that combination, and you saw evolution from both guys in that as well.
Absolutely agree. Moving on, Kevin Lee picking up a huge win against Gregor Gillespie with a knockout that was emphatic. I think it was a left high kick that knocked him out. Then obviously some follow-up punches, but back with a vengeance in a way. And he kind of looked poor before the knockout. He was slow, staph infection. That was quite obvious in the same spot as his previous fight. Concerning in a way that's a reoccurring issue, it seems. I'm not expert enough on staph infections to know why that's a reoccurring issue.
Yeah.
And on top of it, I would say the weight cut back to 155 was ill-advised, but he seemed to get a big win here. Where does he go next here, Anthony?
Kevin Lee's back in the 155 mix. That's just kind of the nuts and bolts of it. But the thing is that the division is so stacked that you can put him up against a lot of different names and you're gonna have something good. So I'm glad to see some sort of a reset on Kevin Lee and some direction there, man. His first camp with Faraz Sahabi, and looks like it was paying dividends. It was kind of a strange start, but he once he found it, man, he found it, and that was the most spectacular finish of his career.
And quickly, just for the sake of time, because I believe the main event for Canelo Cove is starting now, so we're going to have to jump over to that live stream. So just head over to there. It's on our page right there at the top. Don't miss it. Quick shouts to Corey Anderson defeating Johnny Walker, hopefully punching his ticket to John Jones. Shane Burgos defeating Marquand Americani.
Edmund Shabazian defeating Brad Tavares.
Also, I want to mention, what's his name? I'm not going to try to pronounce that. A guy that beat Andre Arlovsky.
Rosenstruck.
Another heavyweight prospect all of a sudden. Good to see that. Caitlin Shagogan defeating Jennifer Maya.
Probably number one contender at 125 now, maybe?
Probably. Lyman Good picking up a good win against Chance.
Rickentantre. I'm always messing up his name.
And Hakeem Dawodu defeating
Hakeem Dawodu. Yeah.
Julio Arce. And a split decision in a fight that was probably the worst of the night, but still a good fight. Overall, great card, and we're jumping over to the Canelo Kovalev event. Anthony, let the people know where to find you and your work.
You can find me on Twitter at AntWalkerMMA. You can find my YouTube channel, The Walkout Network, and you can find my written word on SureDog.com.
And remember, guys, we're going to be right back, literally like in a second. So just not to say right here, but it's on the channel. So just hop over there, and you're going to see the Canelo Sergey Kovalev live fight chat. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe. Find me, Mount Hunter MCR, all platforms on social media. Have a good one. Peace.